It's time to free the warriors, my friends. We got too many people locked up by the state, and they're counting on us to use our voices.
Good intention. I'm living in this world and out of it. And how can you set something free if you don't love it?
Establish our identity. We have to understand who we are and where we fit in the natural order of the world.
33.
The people who have created this system and they perpetuate this system, they are out of balance. They have made us out of balance.
I woke up this morning feeling I had something to say. I got doubts on my mind, it's time to let them fly away. It's time to unlearn poison and heal broken hearts. Go back to the end, it's time for a fresh start.
I'm repping this gameplay, cleaning my future like in a chess game. Bitches better make way, snitches make no mistakes. A slip of the tongue will make me accidentally slip a switchblade. Don't take my kindness for frivolous, take my time away from me. I'ma make you see what the fuck I call ghetto discipline, or you better grab a water bottle.
So what we have here is a multinational, multi-generational parasitic ruling class, raping the earth of its resources and driving humanity deeper in the bottom. And emerging from the shadows comes a light warrior determined, resisting the system of violence and coercion. Learn how to spot the workings of the men behind the curtain and the
Labor Day weekend, SoundPath to freedom. We're going to show them what a soundtrack is like for this movement. It's a grassroots, and speak the truth. Come and be part of it. Once in a lifetime, never forgotten.
I heard that one man's voice ain't nothing, that ain't gonna do nothing. Do what I will, I'm scientific with it. Gunners my tongue, never caught me with it. Telling the truth, they said I'm doing terrific. Dope boy music for real, can't be no dope boy until you flip it. Honor the spirit, switch it. If you're a real man, free your mind, don't be hapo.
Yay. I guess I'll start. Welcome to SoundPath Watch Party 12. I'm Jerry Capizzuto, lead organizer for SoundPath.org, as well as for the Liberation Academy.education. And I also run GodIsLoveTruthLife.com. And hello to Leslie Powers in the chat, as well to you guys, Derek Theo.
Hi, yeah, good to be back. Not late this time. And yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, Theo, you've been helping a lot with not only the nattylaw.com, but also the SoundPath website, so I'm very grateful to you. And then Derek and I just did an awesome interview.
Yeah, and I had to rock the t-shirt you wore last night, get a good view, and yeah.
Sweet.
Looking forward to, just knowing the fact these folks are getting together for an actual live in-person concert with other folks in and around the network that are going to be showing up and stuff. It's going to be off the hook, yo. What's good, Leslie? Chris, yeah, we got,
Yeah.
Crazy
I just want to give a quick shout out to John St. John. He did the promo video that everyone just saw, so he worked really hard on that. So very grateful for him to do that for us.
Yeah, props, John. He warned us things are coming, so yeah. right on. So, any other housekeeping updates you want to throw in there before we get started?
Yeah, well, basically, encouraging people to buy tickets. We're going to be letting people know that there are discounted hotels in the area for partners that we're working with, hotel partners. So email freedom@soundpath.org and we'll get you hooked up for discounted hotels. So anyone can come. And it'll be live streamed for free for everyone as well.
Right, of course, and not just on BooTube, but Twitch, Rumble, and some others.
Odyssey, yep.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So we're here to watch some music. Theo, I got a cool one, and it might be a good little segue to "See You Through" by Kumar, right? What's good with that?
Yeah. So Jerry shared a Kumar little live thing on YouTube, and I really enjoyed that. So I just kept listening to his music, and I found that one, and I thought, oh, that's a really sweet song. Yet it's also got that conscious lyrics as well. So actually, that's a perfect way to start this watch party. So.
Place for you. Don't you know that Jaja gonna see you through? And when you feel you don't know what you should do, don't you know that Jaja gonna see you through? Life get tough sometimes, you've got to rise up now. Got to keep it moving, we will overcome. Time don't wait on no one, it just moves along. So say a prayer every day, stand up strong. There's a place for you. Don't you know that Jaja gonna see you through? And when you feel you don't know what you should do, don't you know that Jaja gonna see you through? Whoa. Game. Respect, you have to earn it. Don't be ashamed. Stay focused on your journey. Ain't no one to blame. Want to achieve a better life. Some days it's just a harder fight. Still gonna make the sacrifice. Yes, yeah. Want to achieve a better life. Someday you just got to fight to make it through. A place for you. Don't you know that Jaja gonna see you through? And when you feel you don't know what you should do,
That was a sweet one. I wish Chris was here. He introduced me, I don't know about you guys, but to Kumar's work, and I'm so glad Kumar's part of our lineup. For someone as big as him to support SoundPath is a pretty big deal. So, what do you guys think of the song?
Well, I can say why I chose this, except for the reason I already gave. Yeah, like, first of all, I just love music like this that is like so heavenly. Like the vibe of it is like you're just grateful to be alive. You know, you're just grateful for God and for being able to express yourself and be creative and sing like that. And it's just beautiful, and you can see the genuine happiness in his eyes, in his performance of this song and this music video. And he's saying some good things that to kind of plant seeds in people's minds, like we gotta rise, we gotta stay strong, and all those things. And he has other songs where he's talking about, like, before I'll be a slave, I'll be in the grave, right? So, having him on the lineup is mind-blowing, honestly. So, big props to Chris for getting him on our lineup, for sure.
Yes, Chris was instrumental in getting Kumar Raging Fire on the lineup, and is involved with his local radio station to arrange for the video that's going to air on the live stream. So, what are your thoughts, Derek?
Yeah, it was cool. That's all I got.
Yeah. No, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to remember that, for those that aren't familiar with reggae, check out Chris Callahan's channel. I'm blanking on the name. I think I'll get back to people on that, on the name of his YouTube. But
it's just Chris Callahan.
Oh, it's just Chris Callahan. Okay. But basically he did a sort of symbolic, he did a presentation on looking at the symbols in reggae, and Jah is what others would refer to as God. And so for those that aren't familiar, that's what Jah was referring to. And I like listening to this type of chill music, especially when I'm going through tough times. It's just a great reminder, like you said, Theo, of just being grateful. So I'm grateful for you guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm grateful for others that are having their presence in the mix. And speaking of that, you know where we're going with that, right?
Yeah, so Presence is somebody who I feel like is like we've been trying to have join. So Presence, if you're listening, we got your bro Derek Bros, aka 33, in the lineup. So you might as well join the lineup too, since you guys have some tracks together, including this one we're about to hear.
We know that taxation, theft, and that government is slavery. We're paying no mind or money to false authority. Because we own the product of our labor and our divine creativity. We won't be used for funding war and genocide and heavy weaponry. Taxation, theft. I won't be paying no money to fake authority. I won't fund no war, no genocide. Taxation, theft. I'ma keep my money in the community. Taxation, more prosperity. We know that taxation, theft, and that government is slavery. It's a modern form of slavery.
what you earn, and what you buy, and what you sell, and what you own, and what you inherit. This shit is unnatural, I dig. That don't even include the hidden tax, that of inflation. When they put money and take a luxe vacation, then they counterfeit a couple stacks of more and spend it on war and correspondent media campaigning. Most people know that it's a wrong to rob their neighbor, but they think that it's alright if the govy wrote it down on paper. Programmed to believe that slavery a racial issue, whites versus blacks. Either way they mass that get their revenue. Either way the subject is you, until you choose to own yourself and everything you do. You stop being subdued by the coercion of the few and break the bondage and acknowledge your inherent worth too.
Let me see if I can help you grasp what we're saying. Politicians take your money, more for the slaying, while our people suffer. The fat cats they ignore. They got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. Taxation is theft, and some call it extortion. Involuntary taxation, pro-lifers pay for abortion, while non-smokers pay for tobacco subsidies, and vegans funding animal inequalities. Steal from anti-war activists to pay for violence, and people wonder why the streets are filled with riots. I do not consent, and I will not relent until all my brothers and sisters repent. This is our time to reclaim our worth. Together we can have what we deserve. One by one, let's take our money from the banks. Let's see what they do when they got no money for tax.
We know that taxation, theft, and that government is slavery. It's a modern form of slavery. We're paying no mind or money to false authority. No mind to authorities. We own the product of our labor and our divine creativity. Creativity divine. We won't be used for funding war and genocide and heavy weaponry. Heavy weaponry, not taxation, theft. And we already know that it is, oh yeah. Taxation, theft. Taxation is dead. Taxation, theft. So are we paying the government to corrupt our crooks? Taxation, theft. Taxation.
The banks of the river got the flow of the currency. Now all of a sudden, for the first time in history, you can get your currency out of the banks and grow your own. Take ownership of your life force energy. Even back in the days of Rome, they used silver and gold to protect against the parasitic entities. So now I use ancient and modern technology, stacking precious metals and crypto. Crypto is my philosophy to thrive and prosper through to the coming apocalyptic collapse. Monero being used to the counter-economic attack. Living life like a certain Samuel Edward Conkin the third, inspired by the agora, the free market's absurd. The Ross Orbi still locked up for just creating one. Countless other men and women lives ruined or done. For heaven's sake, let us engage in voluntary transactions. No criminal and mental taking
The sickest thing of all is we're playing a role. They ain't just taxing your wallet, they tax your soul. Some turn a blind eye to the crimes they fund. By taking from your wallets, they buy the guns, the bullets and the bombs. They keep raining down on the innocent children. Victims go in the ground. I'm praying for the day the atrocities will cease, whether it's the government man or the violent police. We're capable of more, but I know it seems difficult. Like a better humanity almost seems mythical. Together we have the power to rise above. Reject the hate and division, we can choose love. Let's build a foundation that stands the test of time. This means resist taxes, don't give them a dime. We can build a world based on morality and consent. The march to the new world order, we can prevent.
We know that taxation, theft, and that government is slavery. It's a modern form of slavery. We're paying no mind or money to false authority. I pay them no mind or money ain't the product of our labor and our divine creativity. Creativity divine. We won't be used for funding war and genocide and heavy weaponry. Heavy weaponry, non taxation, theft. I won't be paying for no genocide in Gaza. Taxation, theft. I won't be paying for a proxy war in the Ukraine. Taxation, theft. Authority comes from myself and with it. Taxation, theft. Taxation, yeah.
Here at the train station, acted like a full boom-boom-clot. Left my $3,000 guitar on the train. We're hoping someone can grab it before we have to catch this next bus. Boom!
I hope they found it.
I know.
Damn, and that's really cool. Having your equipment, like a whole drum set out, in a wild field, that's it's not an easy thing to do and all that. So yeah, it's cool. I don't think they took the train to do it like that, but yeah. That was a cool music video. Well done. Production was on point, like Presence always brings to the table. It impressed me with the little flipping it down a little bit with the style and hitting a little double time up in there a little bit. So yeah, that was cool.
Glad you liked it. What did you think, Theo?
Yeah, double time. I think Presence can even do triple time, honestly. Like, he's just an insane rapper, producer, composer, everything master kind of guy. He's super talented. So I'm just, every time I'm impressed by seeing him perform and do his thing. He's just a total master of like everything. He even has like an instrument I never knew existed, like where he's blowing into like a piano thing, like a mini piano thing. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, he seems like he can do everything. So yeah, and obviously the fact that he's bringing those conscious lyrics in and collaborating with Derek Bros, who's going to be on the lineup. I mean, like, it cannot get better than that, honestly. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I really like this song because it's just in your face about what we're fighting for, and it distills a lot of, things that we read in books, like End of All Evil has like chapters upon chapters of this idea of like taxation being a form of theft, and how that's part of how government is slavery, and so distilling those arguments into a song, like I remember talking to Derek on the phone about the festival and hoping that he would join, and he's like, I feel like as I sort of go through this is completely not verbatim at all, but he basically was saying, like, he's been doing the podcasting thing for a while, the street activism, and now he's finding that he cares more and more about expressing himself through music. I feel like we're onto something, you guys. I really do. I feel like you've been on it already for so long, Derek. It took the rest of us to catch up with you. You too, Theo. I mean, just like I was inspired by Funnel, you guys. Straight up. I was like, wow, there's so much great music. I love the music presentations, including Derek. So yeah, I was just like, this we got to do a festival. Yeah, shout out to Funnel coming at you. You want to talk more about Funnel, Derek?
Be prepared for a proper ignition soul spark at the end of February. Funnel 5, keep it live. And yeah, with Leslie Powers, we're gonna thrive. But yeah, she's one of the founding, host organizers, and yeah, part of the half of Dissolving the Divide, bridging those gaps. But yeah, y'all catch that? The currency's flowing and the riverbanks, and a little Jordan Maxwell reference to the green language in that song. That was cool.
Yeah, and I would like to add on a more sort of critical lens, like I don't think what Presence is saying is that crypto is the answer to, the taxation theft issue. I think this is why they talked about in the song, Derek, especially, it's all about morality and consent. So, if you don't have morality, and you're working with like there's plenty of immoral people that work with crypto. So, we're not saying crypto is the answer here.
Yeah. It's just finding ways to not support the banking system and all that stuff. Yeah, it's tricky. The Matrix has all its nets, traps, and snares, to get us all entangled in all this shit. So yeah, it's a good thing to bring up the next track titled "Hierarchy of Hell." What the hell? This is by a crew called Poetic Science. They're out in like Australia or the UK. Check the accents and let me know. But Yeah, this one's pretty pretty intense. Some guys just talking shit about how the system's fucked up. So let's check it out. It's cool to see folks from other countries hitting the same thread of what we're talking about and all that. So let's go.
Call me the sniper with accurate shots, no, I won't miss. Scorching a cipher with raps that are hot, whoa, you know this. Forever be bringing it sick and explicitly twisted and stripped to its bare bones. Incredibly gifted at switching and flipping my lyrics then spitting a rare flow. I'll never be bettered whenever it comes to a challenge and keeping it diverse. No matter the beat, no matter the theme, I'm happy to treat it to my verse. You'll happen to see there's passion in me, it's doubling up as I speak more. Battle with me, I'll shatter MCs into fractions like juggling C4.
Masters of darkness, the passes of government, bars are guarded in the Ark of the Covenant. Hardest bastards are harsh with a punishment. Starving artists start asking for nourishment. Spit a rhyme, hit the beat of a police patrol. Swing a scythe like the river and keep your soul. Leading the legion of demons, the beast that be in secret meetings where even the seas control. Feel the quest and my skills are still the best. Feel success and I feel the Gilgamesh. Like when you in battle scars and will just steal your breath. But I'll never pack a terror cards but deal your death. Fighting tyrants, titans of the terror team. Rhyming giants, twice the size of the referee. A time of science you ain't never seen. With violence you ain't never dreamed. Lighting with kerosene.
One day I take to the road as a traveller. Handkerchief corners are tied to a stick. Live out my days as a hunter and gatherer. Notice that time doesn't tick, tick. One day I follow the solar as Icarus, burning my wings in the process. Maybe I'm hollow, bipolar and sick, but this yearning within give me focus. So just fed up with pros who selling their souls to sell me a ticket to nowhere quickly. That's where you go with intelligent flows, and I don't give a shit if you go there with me. I wouldn't say I was Da Vinci or Nostradamus, still I'm a prophet. Never making a profit regardless, so when I pass the mic I drop it. The newest invention of mutant descending is truly compelling. When skewing a sentence I'm losing my temper with stupid pretenders. You bite me and you've been losing your dentures. Fuck it, just switch, guzzle your drink, puff on a split till you're buzzing and high. Honour the beat, stomping your feet to the ground beneath you fucking divides. Getting adrenaline steadily spreading through every conceivable pore in your body, affecting your memories readily, messing with senses and leaving them all and foggy. I'm stressed with the endless celebrity rappers who reckon they're heavy, I'm calling them shoddy. I bet they regret it if ever they stepped, I'll be sending them death if they thought they could stop me.
Writing lyrics in hieroglyphics, my rhymes encrypted inside linguistics. Sky's the limit, so I fly to the heights and I'm rising with it, defying physics. Scientifics with a mind that's mystic, guided by spirits till I'm finally lifted. I'm highly gifted, divine design, arrive right on time like mine's predicted. Heart and anarchy, the master half-breed, cast from stars, the last of dark seas. Mark a path like a last army, and leave an aftermath like a Spartan army. Sparking a body like Marcus Garvey, to the harness of calmness on par with Gandhi. Charging my brother as the master Mahdi, starting your karma as the Naga Gandhi.
A drama, gripping your lord's nirvana, slipping within any flaws of armor, flipping and killing with laughter. Angels are singing, I'm swinging the sword of Arthur. Cause to harm, you're ripping your flesh, taking dip in the freshwater jaws of piranha. Mastering parts of the arts of dark, more written to test all the laws of your karma. Fame, we're dropping your column to flame, rapidly dropping your warrior frame. Even the heathen domain recognises the reasonable reason to honour your name. Scholars of squalor remain, we're playing a game with the devil, we're down with the ante. I swallow your brain to silence your hollering pain, then I'm washing it down with Chianti.
Doo-doo.
Wow, that was amazing. That dude was like, I was like, no! I was like, that's so fast. I had this idea while I was watching that. I was like, this is the future of the freedom movement. Like, we have to just create a culture. Like, we have all the complaints about the current one, but like, what's the new culture going to listen to? What's the new culture using instead of fiat? Oh, what's the, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to show them, like they can't see it. This song made me think that. Great lyrics. The third guy was really good. I like he was a little bit deeper, I would say, of the four. And the second guy was like, sorry, I don't know their names. You'll have to remind us. But the second guy was like clear, like black, like red belt. I think is the next one in jujitsu after black belt. Like that dude was like master level. Like excellent. Go ahead, Theo.
Yeah, well, I keep being surprised by how Derek is finding those, people like from all over with those conscious, like esoteric lyrics, like Netty Law shit. Like, where the fuck are you finding them, Derek? And where are they from, by the way? This trio, where are they from?
They sounded.
Sorry, go.
Oh, you had asked if they were British or Australian. They sounded British. Am I wrong? No. Are they Australian?
I don't know if you're right or wrong. And for me, I feel like I caught more of a Australian accent.
Oh.
I don't know if you've been there before, but yeah. And I could be wrong. I mean, there's different accents all throughout the UK anyways, What do you know about those Scouser accents, They're pretty cool out in Liverpool. But yeah, as a old crazy over there who, if y'all don't know who this is by now, knitting crochet, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that little metal riff in there, that was fucking tight, yo. I like that shit. And I want to say that the guy that had the hat on and like the tank top, I think that is Technique. I could be wrong, but he's a really dope MC. I don't know, out of the crew. I mean, Poetic Science. That's who they're made up of. I don't know the other MCs, but yeah, it's pretty dope, yo. It's like raw lyrics, and I like that. It's like I mentioned this in the chat last night of just how these art forms can be expressions and ventilations of catharsis. It's how fucked up shit is. It's like. Like Machine Gun Kelly, the lyrics to that shit or whatever, like, yeah.
We got a really great lively chat going on. Crazy Winfield says, I agree. Show people that culture when generated through natural means is all about, art, music, literature, etc. Not through whatever the crowd just thinks is cool through social convention. Exactly. I would also add, we can use those techniques that they use to make things cool with social convention and apply them to the new system, which is exactly what we're doing here with music, right? Like we're listening to really cool music with our watch series, with the lineup. I mean, like I'm enjoying it, and it's not because a radio station, made me. Like it's just good. Like that song was like, you guys, I was feeling a little tired. There was some drama before, that's why I was a little late. So, but I'm glad I made it on time. And then, anyway, so there's sort of a lower energy coming in, but that song just like whoosh, it really just changes your mood. I just feel amped and ready to go now. It's like an espresso.
It's definitely fire. Yeah, I wanted to say that it's like that metal riff going on with it. Yeah, it's just so fire, and the rappers brought the fire, like with those double time raps. Yeah, so fast, you mentioned, Jerry, and the video is really rocking as well. Like they got a good producer for that one. So yeah, we will all have to look them up because they are dope.
What's the artist name?
Didn't catch that. What's up, Jerry?
What was the artist's name again?
Poetic Science. That's the group, and I think Technique is one of the ones that really kept going and did his own thing and stuff. But yeah, not that guy, but yeah, he's got a different accent, East Coast shit. But
he's also good though.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We played a video from him, and on to the next one with Theo.
Yeah, speaking of people from other countries and maybe not Australia, but more towards Europe, I brought Beatiful, which Sherry had an interview with a few days ago, and so let's check it out.
Vida, ¿por qué me das las herramientas y me rodeas de gente que has dejado que siga dormida? ¿Por qué me muestras el alma que tengo escondida y dejas al resto de peña que se trague la movida? Dime, dime, ¿por qué me muestras el poder y los dejas a ellos a merced de obedecer? ¿Por qué permites que no vean lo que yo sí puedo ver y los condenas a la idea de no querer merecer? Parecen cómodos en su estado de oro crux, divididos y aplastados como un triste crunch, liderados por el Ku Klux Klan en nombre de la felicidad. ¿Por qué defiendes que yo sepa que soy tú y a los demás los dejas en bucle para que el debacle angle sobre alguien de la tribu? Los dejas a cero sobre who are you. A mí me obligaste a abrir los ojos entre lagañas. Te recuerdo que hay un montón que tú todavía engañas, que no entienden a qué vienen a su cabeza migrañas. Les ocultas la verdad y sus entrañas son extrañas. Para mis rejas tú me diste llave en forma de libros y arte. Libre susurraste, insisto que ante el resto debes presentarte. No veo justo que les niegues el derecho a conocerse. Les das todo el conocimiento, pero no la capacidad de experimento. Le das medicamentos y ellos cogen y anulan el crecimiento. Toxificando al cuerpo quieren evitar los muertos. Le diste dolor para aprender y la necesidad de hacerlo desaparecer. Cuando lo vieron venir multiplicado por 3, los pusiste a correr. Y a mí en el intento de explicar el intelecto, yo no sé si mi cerebro es elegido correcto. Pues por mucho que me expreso, para ellos tú siempre tienes un candado de repuesto. Bájame a mí el presupuesto, pero a ellos dale la visión de ser consciente. El miedo es una venda que puede ser transparente. Con el poder de su mente pueden dominar radiantes ingredientes de la química viviente. Latente ya se sienten autorices que la mayoría del despertar se ausente. Energía fértil caminando hacia lo estéril, consecuencia de ADN reptil que les hace repetir el código de la TV. Aquí lo importante es que entiendan que has permitido que metan en su cabeza el caos y la guerra. La ingeniería social me aterra, legado de Afganistán, laboratorio en tierra. Los planes de esas perras, bitch. Si hasta hace 2 días vivíamos en paz y la libertad no era algo que juzgar, cuéntale que lo único que quieren esos es jugar al cuento de la oveja comida por el jaguar. Pero lo hacen mal, el amor es incondicional. No podrán pasar por la estructura sentimental del que sabe que vino a esta tierra a despertar, del que sabe que vino a despertar.
La Filo también va a salir, ¿eh? Que lo sepas. Perfecto. La Filo pasaba por ahí con su gafilla, no se entera, ¿eh?
So I guess I should translate since I'm the only one here that speaks Spanish. So that song, first of all, she's rapping really fast, even for a Spanish speaker. And so I'm like translating constantly as more is coming in. So I'm not getting everything, but she talked a lot about mind control, you know, the lies. There was a line in the chorus about like looking like a sheep, but you have to be a jaguar underneath. She talked about sort of, yeah, just like awakening your mind, if you will. And it's hard to translate. I, having studied Spanish for over 10 years, I'm aware that her level of Spanish is like PhD level. Like this woman has read a shit ton of books. Like she is really well read. The way she rhymes, you cannot translate it in English because it doesn't work. And her wordplay, I mean, I can't give you an example, but she's brilliant. And I met her through the 2024 How to Become the True Media class. Check out Mark Passio's How to Become the True Media.com, since I think they're enrolling for next year. And yeah, I met her through there, and I was just kind of like trying to meet students, trying to like get people, podcasting together. And we did a Spanish speaking one, and I felt like so insecure because like my level of Spanish is her level of English. So like when she went on for SoundPath to do an English only interview, like she was feeling like really like kind of shy about it, but we both powered through our languages. And but she's just so cool. Like I don't even, I'm just such a fan of her. Like I want to like go visit her in Spain and give her a hug and like maybe record a track with her or something. Like I'll do your vocals even though you're probably already a good vocalist, so you don't really need vocals. But like whatever, if you need like a rocker chick, whatever, I'll just be your groupie and I'll just like watch you rap and just be like, yeah, like she's just so cool. And like she's really down to earth, and I love that like this video features her grandma and stuff, and like her taking care of her grandma. That's so cute. And like the just sort of like again with the nature landscape. What do you guys think, knowing all that?
I know that people in Spain speak really fast in general, like more
Right.
so than in Mexico. But regardless, that's not to take away from her skill level and everything you said. Something that Mexicans have told me actually. But yeah, it's funny because I like to say like, oh, yo habla muy poquito español, and it's like, no, it's like 0.01% at best of thing. Listening to songs like this, like, what I heard like muerte and like a couple other words, but yeah, I didn't understand all that stuff. But it's cool. But yeah, as Meg said, is you just feel the power through the lyrics. If you don't understand them, you can hear her conviction or whatever, and yeah, feel that power and love, right?
What do you think, Theo? And thanks for joining us on the chat during her interview. You were like the only chatter that I did not properly publicize. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it was great. Great to hear her, step up and doing an English interview, even though it's not her first language at all. Like I could tell she was struggling a little bit, but that's how you improve. You have to just put yourself out there and do it. Like if I didn't do that, a few years ago, I wouldn't be where I am now, like speaking quite fluently, right? So yeah. And I don't know why I'm looking so purple. I don't know if I'm looking purple on your screen too, but I don't know what's going on. I have a new camera setup going on here, but
It looks
anyway,
better.
yeah, it's better.
Yeah, because we can see your face. Yeah, before you were like really far away. So
yeah, it's a bit more closed up, so webcam. Anyway, yeah, I really like this one. Like it's a bit different, like from all her songs. Usually she raps on a boom bap beat, but this one it's like kind of more traditional Spanish style beat, right? Kind of what you call this style, like mumba, I think.
reggaeton. Yeah, and she credited at the end her friend who mixed it. So it was a new artist, I guess, producer that mixed the track. So you're spot on. It's not a normal collab.
Yeah, and I dig that. I dig, artists doing something different, and like I guess it's kind of like a play on Spanish culture because this type of rhythm is popular in Spain, right? So it's
Right.
actually, I think there's a deeper meaning to her bringing that and doing that, and also like the video with her grandma and like doing farming and all that. Yeah. But I can tell the lyrics is about like against the system for freedom, like saying some maybe conspiratorial stuff, which we know is truth information, right? Like I could catch some things like that. So I think she did like a couple flips with that one, like you said, something brilliant she brought with it, and also the video was really cool. Like I really love that effect with the highlights, the yellow highlights on her face, like popping in and out. Like I wonder how she did that, because that's really cool.
Yeah. I think she got a videographer friend for that. But yeah, she's definitely collabing with some really great people, and she does her own beats too. Like, so she's not just, she stands on her own, you know? And she was sharing during her interview that, you know, she just attends freestyle raps and like, you know, just puts herself out there to build, you know, it's like martial arts. It's like you're not going to get better unless you have an opponent to teach you where your vulnerabilities are at. Like that's how you learn, that's how you grow and get better. So and so she's clearly gone through that fire to be the excellent rapper that she is.
Oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of like sharpening your sword and all that stuff. As we spoke about briefly in our chat as well. So yeah, that's what's up. And where the rubber meets the road, right? We gotta put these things to practice more and more. We can't just be like on our spiritual clouds, like we know these things, but like we're not really active in real life applying them as much as we could and should. And once you do that, it's like, oh, you get humbled a little bit. Like, okay, yeah. Oh, here's where I'm at. I need to step it up and whatever, right? Refine that, art of persuasion, communication, that kind of shit.
Well, you've definitely been on that already. You've been like doing it forever. We're all catching up to you. Um, I was going to add about what you said, Theo, because I think you're onto something and you're making me realize if you look at reggaeton music, you know, that like despacito, like that type of like sexy kind of, Caribbean, beats and stuff. A lot of the times those lyrics are very sexual and just very like hedonistic. And like she's using that beat, but like having like a video showing like multi-generational divine like mother care like on a farm, you know, and like collaboration. And so like that's really cool. I didn't even think of that. I just really wanted someone, I wanted to have as many non-English speakers as we could as part of this festival because we have to think outside of our little boxes we put ourselves in, you know. I grew up as a Korean American learning Spanish. Like that's none of those little boxes we put ourselves in make sense until you just see beyond and just realize like we're all under slavery. It doesn't matter what country, it doesn't matter what language, and we need to get this message out as in many languages as possible. And so I really wanted someone speaking Spanish on the lineup. I would love if it's never too late, but if you have any, French um, people that want to, stuff like that. Like, so anyways, I'm just really glad she's part of our lineup. She's just an amazing human. I'm glad I'm like kind of becoming friends with her. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, just really, I love that she's a female rapper too.
Yeah, she stands out in many ways, and I think she's the only artist from Europe in the lineup.
Word.
Is she?
No, Mark Devlin is in the UK.
Oh, Mark Devlin. All right.
And Harriet.
But it's the only one.
Harriet. Okay.
Oh, and Harriet. Okay. I thought. Yeah, but she's outside of the UK. She's the only one. Because UK is not EU anymore, right? So she is technically the only one from Europe in a way. So yeah, because EU is a big tyranny, so we really need more artists from there. Like it's quite unfortunate we don't have more. So hopefully for the next one we're gonna have more. But she's definitely that fire. She's a big light. She's a big spark of light from that region, and yeah, I'm highly impressed by her, and really looking forward to her performance on the festival.
Yeah, totally. And I mentioned to Jerry this, and not on a recording the other day, that I do have some cool French cats that yeah, we'll definitely try to get them in next year for the next thing. They're on tour right now, so yeah. which is cool. Larry Matisse. I've been rocking their shirt a couple times here and there, but anyways.
Maybe we'll have to fly them out to America for a concert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm sure they'd love it. So speaking of the UK and Europe and the old continent and all that stuff, I had a music submission. I hope you don't mind just inserting this in before we play your next one, Jerry, from Lumen El Avatar. Another one that he submitted to me just on the side, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it to the watch party, but can you play this one? I was like, of course, brother, no worries. Especially, it's a great reminder because he's one of the dopest cats out of the UK, and like on levels of consciousness as well through his music and logic. And yeah, I've slept on him for quite some time, as well as some other people that I still don't even know of. You know, it's just like that. There's so many people out there, and that's like a good problem to have, right? Yeah. First world problems, right? No, I was kidding. But so let me just load this up real quick and enjoy. This is on is it Global Faction again? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they got a fuck ton of conscious cats I've discovered.
I would advise y'all to be careful inviting the devil in your backyard, because he may just like it and decide to stay.
Yo, we roll with the rebel pride. Lion heart put a scar in the devil's side. Devil on my back, never gonna let him ride. Iron bar in the car for the parasites. Every day we be facing the end of life. Money on the mind, money on the mind. Too many lions in traps that the devil set. With knowledge and power we truly threat. Many misled, many infest. Many holding demon rituals for their interest. I see these vampires step in the light of day. We ban liars and threats to our right of way. Common law, common poor, common unity. It's all coming together, you and me. Rebel fools breaking in, take the devil on. We draw through the source like Leonard Gong.
Are your levels high? Yeah, my level's high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. Are your levels high? Yeah, my level's high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil dead. Big AK and hold it to the devil's head. Cause I don't recognize what the devil says. I'm sneaking in the devil's yard while he's sleeping in his bed. Yeah, but when I get there I choose to use a knife instead. So I started to decapitate, I want the head. So we can fight with the pawns until we're blue faced without blue blood. But we really gotta get the head. Get the head of state, get the one in charge. Get the ones who feel elite like they can't be harmed. Get the ones who make millions from trading arms. Get the ones who put the footage on the telly when the people chose to hang Saddam. Get the leaders of the Babylon, leaders of the establishment. We want our own laws where we get to banish them, bang them up, hang the devil. You see the people are the power, higher levels. Are your levels high? Yeah, my level's high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. Are your levels high? Yeah, my level's high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die.
The devil might not always have devil features. When they come around you, they might look the sweetest. Tailor-made suits, they might dress the neatest. And if you mess around with them, you might get deleted. We won't worry cause they'll get defeated. We're trying to grow and stay open-minded. search for the truth and I know I'll find it. Never breaching the peace but forever vibrant. Life leaked to the street trying to peddle guidance. I heard the people made an army full of rebel lions. Lions humble concrete jungle trying to settle violence and plant money trees, but mostly get to find one. I'm talking money seeds. I tried to plant a 1p and didn't get nothing B. I'm talking currency, that's talking maritime law. Check it currently, it's the flow of economics controlling the country. And check
Are your
the root.
levels high? Yeah, my levels high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. Are your levels high? Yeah, my levels high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die.
I won't let them take me under. RU1, bring the flames and the thunder. Burn down the monster, lighting with a one touch. It's over now, funds up. We move as one blood, make him bathe in lava. Somebody told me that the devil wears Prada. He's scared cause he knows he's gonna die harder. He's sweating and I hear no more laughter. He's naive and he thinks he's smarter. Hold your peace, especially in the dark spots. No police, the time now is 3:15 in the AM. He loves this hour, so that's when I slay him. Defeat evil, let's unify and grow as a people. If you bring more fire, it be lethal. It stops here, so there won't be a sequel. Am I clear?
Are your levels high? Yeah, my levels high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. Are your levels high? Yeah, my levels high. If you're high, put your ones up to the sky. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die. What we trying to do? We're trying to make the devil die.
Understand something. Since I have been on this earth, I have done a lot of horrible things to a lot of good people. Open your eyes.
Haha, fuck yeah, Chris.
The chat's so funny.
Yeah. Him and I he taught me some of that stuff. He's got a couple at his house and stuff. We were fucking around at his place up in NorCal.
Cool. Did you have a video of that? Ah,
But he does, I think.
cool.
Yeah.
That would be a fun like outtake.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hey, self-defense principle, we gotta take it to the physical and also whatever kind of tools and other means of self-defense, right? That, obviously places like here in the UK and stuff, we're stripped of our rights to bear arms. But the government isn't, they can have all types of shit. We can't have diddly squat. Fuck that. Anyways, what did y'all think of it's pretty interesting contrast with the first video I shared. It was also black and white and stuff, and having that catharsis and all that stuff, and kind of like that smash the system type of shit and all that. Talking about the devil, the adversary, and all that. You know what I mean? So yeah, the antagonist, right? We ain't having this, yeah.
Yeah, make the devil die, right? Keep the levels high. Yeah, I dig that. That's a cool chorus right there, and I love that. UK hip hop. Like not that fucking what's the other popular style like drill. Not that drill. Like it tends to have like really nasty lyrics and shit. So even though the beats can be cool, but something about that British accent, especially in rap. Well, honestly, I really like British accent in general, but in rap, it's like shifts a little bit, and like they got a unique style with it that sounds really iconic to me. Back in the day, I used to listen to Foreign Beggars. I don't know if you know them. You do? Yeah, they're cool, right? Like a little bit, okay. Yeah, so Foreign Beggars I used to listen to, but because just when I was a teenager, I was into dubstep, and they had a collaboration with Skrillex, and so I checked that out, and then I found out they had like a couple albums with more like just regular beats, but I guess it's more like UK grime type of thing going on with it. So like where they're mixing in electronic music. Yeah, really cool. I ended up seeing them live, like in real life one day. So that was
Cool.
like, yeah, I feel some, I feel cool that just remembering that, like thinking about that. That's like how I was a fan of them when I was a teenager, and then when I ended up going to travel, I ended up seeing them live, just synchroniciously like that. So yeah, so I really love this style of hip hop, and they brought that conscious lyrics and really on point with that chorus once again. Like that is stuck in my mind already. Just yeah, keep your levels high, make the devil die. Oh yeah.
Yeah, great chorus. I loved this song. I want to listen to this song every time I have to deal with the legal system. I'm just going to listen to this song and then I'll get into battle mode because, yeah, the devil is strong and in our immediate midst with the system that we allowed to create. And the devil must die. We cannot allow this anymore. There was one, the guy towards the end really summed it up basically like, there shall be no sequel to this, meaning we're not going to pass this on to the next generations. Like, this needs to end now. Like, let's end evil, which is Chris Jansen's podcast, making sure to plug people where I can, you know. And yeah, I totally agree with this. Like this song is just really just invokes that self-defense principle, that divine masculine, just being like, no, you die today. Fuck off. Like we need more of that. We've been brainwashed to be docile. We've been brainwashed to just have this like sort of like knee-jerk resistance to this idea of justified anger to the point where anybody angry is considered, you know, too aggressive without any context or understanding.
Yeah, that's always key, that context and all this stuff. And who was the one that initiated the violence that violated another person's right, meaning, you know, causing harm, you know, duress and that kind of stuff onto them. Social dynamics, and yeah, it can get a little tricky to figure that out, but holy smokes, like you take it to the kindergarten school shit and it's just like so easy, like kind of black and white. Like, did the bully, you know, initiate it, or is the kid that hit the bully back, you know, that was the only thing that the teacher saw at the end, is he at fault? Kind of like as I see in soccer a lot, there's like a foul, and then like the guy retaliates and like pushes him away and stuff, and the guy that got fouled is the one that gets the yellow card or red card, not the other guy that, you know, did a bad tackle or whatever the fuck, you know. I've been a referee and on the playing field on all spectrums of that, but anyways, analogies. So we got another track, well, several more, of course, but the next one coming up from Jerry. What's good, yo? Which one did you want to play, by the way? Let me know.
Oh, I'll let you pick whatever. Not the one with just presence because we just heard presence, so that's fine. But I just want to. Oh, John. Oh, Saint. Okay, where are we now? Cape Cod. Okay, yes. I'm from Massachusetts. Cape Cod potato chips were a thing there. Sponsorships. We're always looking for sponsorships for SoundPath. We're all not getting paid for this. We're putting on a giant festival. We're working overtime. We have real life, you know, payments to make in our lives. We're not living in this like 5D reality where we don't have to pay rent and stuff. So feel free to donate to soundpath.org. Feel free to buy some merch from the Natty Law Outpost. They have some amazing merch just on their own, as well as SoundPath gear. So we really need your help, you guys. We're barely scraping by I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to put it live. We're scraping by. I hope we sell tickets at this point. We're hiring an amazing AI guy who's going to help us go viral. And hopefully we turn this thing around. But it takes you, the viewer, to share, like, subscribe, follow, friend, whatever, and tell your friends.
Yeah, and if you are or anyone you know is in the Pennsylvania tri-state area, let them know there's a dope ass music festival going on. They don't want to miss it. It's going to be very, very unique, never been done before, especially regarding
Literally.
the lineup and all that stuff, and people that are going to be attending as well.
I asked AI if there has ever been a natural law music festival, and there hasn't. There just hasn't. There's been adjacent things, like there was like a Free Tibet festival. They have, sort of like, indie festivals, or Pork Fest, but like a natural law based one. Never done.
Yeah, and I feel you, Jerry, and just for folks to understand, her conviction, she's footing the bill on some things, like putting up fucking boku bucks to make this all happen, type of shit. Make
Some
it
of it's
even
my
extra
fault.
special, so yeah.
Some of it's my fault. I sent the wrong. I'm just gonna go public about it. I was supposed to, the festival was supposed to front air travel for Derek Bros, and I want us to look professional, and he sent me the receipt, and I wanted to immediately reimburse him, so I went onto the One Great Work Network site for his donations page, and I just sent it to that Bitcoin address. Come to find out, some asshole freaking stole his Bitcoin wallet, and anyway, so that sucks for him and SoundPath, but that was my fault. I should have confirmed. And so these are the hard lessons. This is what the One Great Work looks like. Like when you're festival organizing, sometimes you fuck up and
you gotta roll
cry.
punches and all that stuff, and yeah, taste that humble pie, digest it, and all that. Even if it wasn't a bon appetit, right? It's all bittersweet, but more on the former than the latter. But yeah. Never the matter. Yeah. Anything else you want to say? I'm gonna surprise you with this one. Oof. Yeah.
Reporting live from Spaceship Earth to all here and beyond. Transmit a message coming through from 2021. If you're listening, I pray it's not too late for what's been done. We can still shift trajectories and train for what's to come. For the beautiful, the difficult, the rising to our pinnacles, the facing of our history and the freedom from its tentacles. The intervals of silence and the balance in between. The sifting of the fiction from the waking life and dreams. Is this 2021 or is it 1984? Is this a chapter at a brave new world, or is it something more? Is it something bigger just beyond that I can't even see? Is it triggered by the movements of awakened human beings? Cause we're headed towards a place where every move is tracked and traced. All dissension is erased, all the cameras scan your face. Here society is shaped, and no crisis goes to waste. Just the perfect mix of heavy propaganda and isolation. But we're cutting through the signals, reaching through the screens, still throwing wrenches in the gears of the machine, trying to undo the mind control with laser light beams. But the fog is thick and nothing's what it seems. So we override the program, deconstruct the show, activate the shields on our bodies, minds, and souls. Living in a time of propaganda overload, but I'm one of those who will not be controlled. I'm not open for experiments, no puppet, not a pawn, not a tool for QAnon. Trust no plan, I make my own, concentrate my own energy, carry out my missions. Don't distract myself with all the latest controlled opposition. Keep my vision on my purpose, keep my inner circle small. I don't fuck with all that circus noise, I focus on my call. Empires rise and fall, but our legacies remain. I know the steps of all our ancestors haven't been in vain. It's still flowing through these veins, the will to remain free. Here to demonstrate the difference between humans and machines. One of these made to be programmed, the other's meant to breathe. I give you one guess which one of these is me. Cause we're headed towards a place where every move is tracked and traced. All dissension is erased, all the cameras scan your face. Here society is shaped, and no crisis goes to waste. Just the perfect mix of heavy propaganda and isolation. But we're cutting through the signals, reaching through the screens, still throwing wrenches in the gears of the machine, trying to undo the mind control with laser light beams. But the fog is thick and nothing's what it seems. So we override the program, deconstruct the show, activate the shields on our bodies, minds, and souls. Living in a time of propaganda overload, but I'm one of those who will not be controlled. Neurotoxins in the water, heavy metals in the air, mass poison in the food supply, officials well aware. Ask the families in Flint, ask them on the reservations. Most of the politicians aren't trying to have these conversations. Like the 5G radiation, steady rolling out in stealth. By our homes and by our schools, they could care less about our health. All complicit in compliance, I'm suspicious by default. When whole populations' immune systems face daily assault from the EMFs, GMOs, toxicity overloads, ever-increasing radiation while depleting crucial soils, all the while spreading cancer, years suppressing cures. Now the same institutions want to rest us all assured that their experiments are safe and that the odds are in our favor. Ask yourself if that's a bet you're trying to wager. Not me. But we're cutting through the signals, reaching through the screens, still throwing wrenches in the gears of the machine, trying to undo the mind control with laser light beams. But the fog is thick and nothing's what it seems. So we override the program, deconstruct the show, activate the shields on our bodies, minds, and souls. Living in a time of propaganda overload, but I'm one of those who will not be controlled.
Directed and edited by her as well. Holy smokes. Hats off. It's one of my favorite tracks I've heard from her.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, and you can use makeup to fuck with surveillance. I learned that recently. Yeah. Yeah, super sad, but John saved the day. He called Mark and was like, "Yo, we need to fix this. You know, the people are trying to donate to Derek Bros on the donate page, and it's the wrong Bitcoin." So Derek Bros is got a new Bitcoin wallet, and it's going to be corrected on the One Great Work Network page. So let's get back to the song. Yes, I'm so glad that you guys like the song. Sounds like people in the chat are liking it too. What did you guys think?
Yeah, well, so I guess I'll go first. Yeah, Les Clay, she's a really dope MC, singer, and collaborator with Diesel Automatic. And did she collaborate with Joe Mori? I'm not sure about that, but definitely Presence. Maybe, yeah, maybe with Joe Mori in the future. You guys have
Yeah.
to say?
Oh, well, that's kind of something that I'm really hoping for, you guys, with this festival. Like Joe Murray and like Derek Rose and Conrad are gonna all hang out, with Lady Maverick and Brendan Daniel. on August 31st to get your tickets. $33 for 33, which is Derek Rose's rapper moniker. And yes, I love the chat so much. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like this. I love the song because in the beginning, she's sort of like talking as if she's a news reporter. And the way she raps and sings is very matter of fact. And it's all about sort of the divine masculine can be resolute as well as aggressive. And I think she just encompassed that. She's just like, I'm not moving. I'm not budging. Like, go fuck off. I'm here, you know? And that energy, it was like calm, but like firm. And like, um, some people are, someone in the, I think Meg noticed in the chat too, there's that one line about focus on my call. That's like my favorite part as well. You know, there's a lot of noise, and you just kind of have to go within to just tap into that sort of divine connection. So
Tappy
Yeah,
tappy.
yeah.
Yeah, she's been tapping in pretty good. And really well done the whole video. Yeah, I like the news reporting section and her kind of switching style or narratives and that kind of stuff. And yeah, the overall message is just like plain and simple, just like the lost word of just no, fuck that, but also bringing the resolve of you talking about and like uh, dismantling this matrix bullshit in and the programming and all this stuff. She had calls to action for solution oriented shit, you know. So that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I guess this was done in the middle of the whole Corona bullshit, right? And this is a very much like "fuck you, I'm not complying" kind of art piece right there. You know, it's like like presenting what's actually going on, and also presenting what's beyond the veil, right? With the chemtrails and the fluoride and all that, and 5G, of course, and all this shit, and then saying like, yeah, like, look at that's the agenda right there, like, let's avoid that shit, let's not comply with that, even put makeup to like not be surveilled, of course, not putting the mask, and not getting those needle crafts, as Derek and I guess Sedicus like to say. But yeah, so definitely dope. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just glad to be around people like you, and like, it's good to know there's people like Elias Clay, that if there is another fake pandemic psyop going on, we're gonna get more art like this, just to stick it back to their faces, like, and keep rising up.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to add that I'm just so happy she's part of our lineup. So, again, SoundPath happening Labor Day weekend, 4-day weekend. We're going to do a group meditation with music from Cody Joshua on Friday, August 29th. August 30th, we're going to be live streaming artists, performers, presenters. And then, depending on, how long the sets are, we might do a little bit of that on Sunday, kind of morning, afternoonish. And then for sure, Friday, now 5 to 11. Thanks to an amazing anonymous donor, we were able to afford more time at Arnold's. So we now have a whole 6 hours at Arnold's for our 5 headliners. So they're going to get their proper time, proper setup in between sets. So that's like the big one. August 31st at Arnold's. Tickets are on sale for $33 in honor of 33, aka Derek Rose, as well as Lady Maverick, Conrad Ragos, who's been helping a lot with SoundPath organizing, Brendan Daniel, who's an amazing singer-songwriter, and Joe Murray, who's on the One Great Work Network, as well as Brendan Daniel, who recently was added. And so, yeah, it should be a really great show. And we, again, have discounts on hotels, area hotels. So check out soundpath.org, you guys. Tell your friend.
And Jerry Cabezudo is the incredible organizer of this whole event, which without her, nothing, like, we would not be talking here, nothing will be happening. We will just be sitting at the screen, seeing the fucking tyranny continue without anyone doing anything about it. But no, Jerry has manifested this amazing festival, this amazing event. And, we're doing those watch parties to honor it, to, hype it up. And so I'm really grateful to you, Jerry. So thank you so much for doing this. You're doing incredible work. It's just unbelievable what you're doing and with what you're going through. So don't worry about those fuck ups. It's all divinely planned. Like, we're learning as we go. This is our first one, so it's just gonna get better and better from here.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I do want to add that in some ways, I think it was beneficial because now Derek Bros has sort of rekindled his connection with the One Great Work Network. He sees, like, hey, that's kind of the network that I circuitously found him through, right? So just showing that, there's the freedom movement is got these little pockets, like you got the libertarian pocket that's not quite understanding freedom, you got the anarchist pocket, this and that. And like, Derek Bros being part of the natural law community, but other communities, it's really huge that the One Great Work Network, which you're scrolling through, thank you so much, Derek, has all these amazing content creators. Check out onegreatworknetwork.com. Mark Passio from whatonearthishappening.com arranged this whole network. And so, it's that impulse to say, hey, I'm not going to do this alone. We need to build networks with each other. And like, I like talking to people. I like being on the phone, getting to know people more, deepening relationships. And that's valuable for networking. So, in like a positive way, not like a manipulative way,
Yeah, it warms my heart to see all those amazing faces. And like, after getting to know many of them, like, I remember checking out this website like way back when I was just getting into Mark Passio and stuff, and all those faces looked foreign to me. And I was like, it's interesting to know that there's a network like this, but like, I don't really know much about it, don't really know those people. But after about 2 years of getting really deep into it and listening to many of the content creators, I feel like I'm looking at a big family right there. So it's just really amazing
And
to yeah.
and
Go
there
ahead.
was I know of at least one, rest in peace, Steve Wybrow. I don't know if anyone knew him. But yeah, great content creators, inspiring work, everyone.
Yeah, he was out in Europe as well. I think Austria, I believe. Yeah, he had some really great speeches and stuff. So yeah, rest in peace. Yeah,
There's so many that have
hell yeah.
passed on that they're counting on us to do the right thing this time, so Bros also has talked lately about getting more involved in his music. Yes, and being more prolific in that endeavor. So good timing. Exactly. Oh, Chris Youngblood, how come you're not on here? Meg, Chris Jansen.
He's a family man, so yeah.
Oh, right. That's true. I get it. That's true.
Yeah, all in good time, y'all. We'll be around, and we'll try to keep this going even after the music festival, even if it's only going to be like once a month. It's still
Yeah.
cool to just listen to some dope ass conscious music,
Right.
Speaking of which, we still got some more in line, and I guess it's my turn. So we could go a couple routes. The Eugenic Masquerade, stemming off of the last one, if you want. I have a song like that. I have a track titled Watch What You Say. And I have something more of a spiritual, empowering type of video titled "I Am" by Celestial Serpent. Any takers?
That sounds good.
All right, cool. This guy's out in New Zealand, I think. Keeping it international.
Yay.
Fuck yeah. Do this in one of my mixes before. I forget which one, but yeah. It's dope.
I am the infinite cycle of the Taurus, the downfall of Set and the rising of Horus. I am Ouroboros, the sacred white dragon. I am the Christ present in every single atom. I am living proof that anything can happen. You're far greater than anything you can imagine. I am that which all religions try to define. I am the eternal light that will forever shine. I am all that isn't, all that can be combined. I am the energy vortex that flows through your spine. I am endless. I am all that can never be, the original change, the uncreated energy. I am infinite truth, unrestricted by your limits. I am one with all 9 dimensions of the spirit. Not only am I with you while you're living on earth, I am with you after death and long before your birth. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am nothingness, yet I am everything. I am the 64 characters of the I Ching. I am the 64 codon of the double helix, the ageless wisdom, manifest as the phoenix, the Holy Spirit of life that will never leave us. I am the Christ who lived through Lord Jesus. I am the highest wisdom, channeled by the prophets. I am the creation of 5 platonic solids. I am the essence within Metatron's cube, the evolutionary law transcend and include. I am perfection, but continue to evolve. I am the life force that connects all souls. I am we, and we are all one life form. I am the darkness from where all light's born. I am the source, the center of all being. I am the one watching, yet that which I am seeing. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am the hope that drives every revolution. I am the reason for biospiritual evolution. I am the solution to every one of your problems. So worry not what made man trouble your gods. And for I am the light that'll shine through the night. I am the feeling that assures you you're right. I am the path of true love and liberation. I am a matrix of geometric information. I am the inspiration of all selfless action, never done to achieve personal satisfaction. I am the source of true guidance and clarity. Those who follow me do work of pure charity. I am the prosperity and peace people pray for. My name is wrongly used by feeble minds to wage war, but I am peace beyond fear-fueled violence, and speak wisdom in the form of silence. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am with you long before you were born, and manifest in every molecular form. I am the unexplained activity within the vacuum. I am we, and my people will be back soon. I am all dimensions of sacred geometry. I am the voice behind all inner prophecy. I am a cycle of mathematical infinity. I am humility and internal divinity. I am the sound of 13 harmonic spheres. I am clear after the elimination of fear. I am the equilibratory pulsation of prana. I am the sensational feeling of nirvana. I am experienced through sacred ceremony. If you don't know yourself, then you can never know me. I am the key of life that shall unlock the Maya. I am ether, earth, wind, water, and fire. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find. I am infinite love, I am the divine. I am that which is present beyond space and time. I am one consciousness, the universal mind. If you search deep inside, I am what you will find.
You gotta love it, right?
Every song, that was amazing. Like, I feel like I'm like, that was just the best song ever. That Azim one from last time, Enough is Enough. I was like listening to, John can attest. I was listening to that song like on repeat after you played it. I just love that song so much. And now this one, I'm like, I'm going to jam to this one all week. It's so good. Go ahead, Theo.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what the fuck? Like, Sarah was mentioning he's channeling. Definitely, that's the kind of vibe I got. Like, he's just really bringing that circle dot, like, that like getting you into that really not just esoteric, but like almost like just describing God, like in as many ways as he can, right? Like that pure essence of that, yeah, creator, source, everything that comes from it, and it's like it's really mind-blowing. He had so many verses, it's like he just couldn't stop describing it. It's like he had like an epiphany of God, and he's just putting it out there in this art form, and it's just incredible. And the video is so beautiful and amazing, and it's just perfectly done. This is a perfect example of like just divine, art creation.
Hell yeah. And just like like those little melodies and how he's flowing over those with the beats just like chopping. Yeah, it was lovely. And just, if you don't know yourself, how can you ever know me? How can you know God if you don't know yourself? How can you know anything if you don't know yourself? Well, you can know some things outside of yourself, but holy smokes, like, you're not going to be navigating this reality in a proper fucking way. And yeah, kind of like if you don't control your mind, someone else is going to be doing that shit in this fallen time matrix, unfortunately. And yeah, geez, like I still can't remember what music mix I put this track into, and it's kind of like annoying me a little bit, but yeah. Hey, I think I did make like a edit out of it, just because I noticed he's like emphasizing a little too much on the like geometry of things and this and that. And from what I've learned, as far as like creation, like the primordial womb and everything, and just before there were even numbers and geometry, there was just energy and things like that. And also you hear things like, oh, like things in nature, found in nature, you don't really see those, straight lines, although we do in a lot of instances. Like even a tobacco leaf, the stem, is it not like a more or less a straight line a lot of times, and all those offshoots? So anyways, but yeah, this guy is so creative and everything. He was in a group, I think Children of the Matrix, and they were inspired by David Icke's work. Children of the Matrix, I think that is the title of one of his books. And I was looking for a music video from them. I wanted to play that before this one, but this one's really dope as well. But yeah, it's like this really speaks to the initiate that really understands these things and are really trying to embody that I am all caps type of shit, and yeah, it's just music like this is just like that sound path to awakening and just like those good vibes and the empowerment that you kind of keep with you and are encouraged by and reminded from. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I definitely want to reach out to see if he can join us next year. Just on that song alone. Like, I'm done. Like,
Damn it.
yeah. That was amazing.
I have been in correspondence with him, like hella brief via email, but
Okay.
yeah. I've had.
Yeah, if you want
I
to
didn't
ask
mention
him.
this in the last yesterday with the interview, but when I was first starting out, I was not really timid, but I just wanted to just put the stuff out there and mind my own business and just be like some kind of mystic hermit, just doing my thing out in France and just having a cool married life on the side and just focusing on as much love as I could give to her, all that stuff. And yeah, anyways.
Yeah, that song, I just keep thinking about the choice to have like a male and a female image overlaid where you're still honoring the principle of gender, but it's not androgynous or transgender. Like, not that I understand that my one thing with transgender is just like, let's not teach kids in school about it. Like, that's not the appropriate time, or like whatever adults want to do is up to them. If they're not harming anyone, who cares? But anyway, but yeah, like this male female image overlaid, and then this also seeing the camera face on and then to the side, and then having the images separate and come back together, and hearing about in the lyrics all these like various faith tradition sort of mentions, that he's clearly well studied, and is familiar with the different sort of ways source creator, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, um, is described.
Yeah, just to tack on real quick and then hit it up, Theo. Yeah, I love that, just like that feminine essence in the background, just like the graceful movements, yeah, I love that, and it just puts you in a good place to be in your mind emotionally as well. And yeah, just sit back and watch that, listen to it. It's like, damn, really, y'all, like, hats off to y'all. That was really dope. Props.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah. Great song. Great video.
Cheers. And we got another great video from a really great woman who's also in the One Great Work Network, who is one of my greatest friends I could possibly have in this life. A specific Maria West, one of the best. Nevertheless, Theo, what you got to say to enter this song our way?
Yeah, so Maria West, definitely one of the best, if not the best, out there doing what she's doing. Definitely, she's the best, doing the great work she's doing. I mean, it's incredible. And she's a frequent collaborator with you and with people, like us, I suppose. Maybe not me and Jerry yet, but I'm sure eventually. Or I guess she kind of is collaborating with SoundPath, so she kind of is already. But yeah, anyway. Maybe one day we'll be on one video together, but yeah, let's get into this song. I think it's something special.
I am a version of you, with nothing dragging between my legs to get in my way. Both my hearts will agree. It's a fucking gift to be free and be loved. Yeah, are a version of me, big and more detached, so sure of my love, 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 so sure of my love. Both our minds will agree. It's a fucking gift to be free and be loved. It's a gift. Will we take this higher? Take it down. Will we feed this fire? Let it die. Will we run for cover and hide? Succumb to this favor we call fair. Pretending love doesn't matter here. Love doesn't matter what you say, but restless peace. We take this higher, take it down. Will we feed this fire? Let it die. Will we run for cover and hide? Succumb to this favor we call fair. Pretending love doesn't matter. Love doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Say you will open your heart and let me in. Say you will love me the best you've ever loved. Say you will show me the rest of who you are. I give you my love, my open heart. I give you me.
Aw. You guys go ahead. I always feel like I talk really fast and like I'm first and I'm just like blah, blah, so I'm gonna let you guys talk. Sorry.
Up to you, Theo. If you want.
Yeah. No, you can go ahead, Jerry. Like, I feel like you have something to share.
Okay, yeah, all right. So I fucking love this song so much. Firstly, I grew up in the 90s. Like I grew up with like Nirvana, the acoustic Nirvana, grunge alt rock, um, you know, punk a little bit towards the although I now realize that version of punk. So I was gonna say I started listening to punk music around like the early noughts. But then looking at it, it was like anarchist socialist a little bit. But anyway, yeah, so I love the genre already. We have a sort of like acoustic sort of 90s feel. The album cover, it's very like 90s sort of like goth. And she has got like this Kate Bush vibe at times, got a like kind of grungy singing style at times. She's very versatile with her singing, very beautiful vocal quality, very clear like a bell. The lyrics were great too. This idea of just like for like there's so much like satanic, um brainwashing with like love songs. And I was in a band I shall not name that was like a shoegaze band, and we were singing breakup songs, and I'm like, why are we wallowing in this vibration? Like, it's just, I just don't understand it. I just don't. And like, why can't we just sing songs about actual love, like, and have it be okay and not have it be complicated? Like,
Yeah, and being able to like show that vulnerability, which she kind of, I love how she showcased that and expressed it and all that. And out of the first couple bars or lyrics, phrases, she's talking about like both her hearts agree, both my hearts agree, one of me. Um, and knowing her works, you know, she's talking about the heart up here, but also with women, there's that second heart in their re- reproductive organ area with the yoni, and it's very powerful. And it's unfortunate that it's just not really taught among women to empower themselves amongst themselves and with men as well, to have them recognize and realize shit as well. So yeah, and being sure of her love and don't pretend it doesn't matter. Those were some of the lyrics I wrote down as well. And like, you know, what are we doing? Are we cosplaying, you know, romanticizing love and our, you know, falsified ideas of it? You know, how many people have actually experienced and are living in that heart love vibration towards just life in general,
yeah.
themselves and other people, you know? Open up, yo.
Yeah. Theo, what made you want to pick this song?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what made me kind of end up choosing that. Like, I was kind of looking for music and wanted to feature someone that is on the website. Well, I think I featured everyone on the website today, right? So
Hey.
yeah, and so for Maria, yeah, she kind of was an obvious, I don't know, the choice for me, and so I just went through her album, which really love. It's a very special album. Apparently, she got a couple albums, but I can only find this one on YouTube. So hopefully, she'll make her other albums available because I want to listen to them. But yeah, this one is really beautiful and has a lot of those style of like acoustic style like this, just her and a guitar or her and a piano. Although she switches it up and like sometimes it's just like a hip hop beat almost and stuff like that. So I really love that versatility as always. And this song, it's quite touching. Actually, I was feeling a little bit teary after listening to it, and because it's really heartfelt, like a love song of like not feeling like she's seen, you know, by her lover, and like kind of not, instead of being angry about it or like, you know, like instead of going to the passive aggressive direction, she's actually opening her up even more, herself up, and like, you know, being vulnerable and like saying, you know, like, you're not seeing me, I know I want you to see me, I want, you know, I love you, I want you to love me, like, and see me for everything that I am, and you know, all the things. And she kind of mixed it up also with saying like, you know, for freedom and all that stuff. I have a hard time recalling the specifics, but yeah, I think it's a really beautiful piece right there. It stood out to me, so I chose that.
Yeah, I definitely loved this love song, and I think it takes a lot of deprogramming from that unholy feminine to make an enemy of the like um spiritual alpha male. Now that's not always the case though, because we tend to attract at the level that we're at, right? And so if you're like not knowing who you are, realizing that you're brainwashed by all these like unholy feminine programming, check out Mark Passio's work. He's got a presentation series on this. He did his whole last podcast on this topic. Um, whatonearththishappening.com. So yeah, like it takes a lot of deprogramming. I would say for me, like plant medicine was helpful with it. Growing up with a brother who liked to wrestle, and like I wanted to learn wrestling because like I grew up with WWF with him, but there was no wrestling team, so I would just like wrestle with my brother to learn, and um, like just realizing, seeing him go through a breakup in high school with like this girl who like in high school demanded a Gucci bag or something from him, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like for like it's just the level of just entitlement and just why don't you get it yourself, or why do you need it? Like, there's just so much uninvestigated materialism, It's just, and then, there's been a lot, and just having sons, what kind of mother am I to be that female archetype to them for when they, eventually choose a mate, are they going to pick someone who's going to be materialistic and, hedonistic, or so on and so forth, so.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's best to, yeah, be that shining example of that divine feminine embodied in the physical here on earth, for these young men to see. Because if you get into, especially Carl Jungian type of shadow work, and you get into relationships, those things are going to pop up as far as, what you experienced and witnessed, from your parents and their relationship and their actions and behaviors and that kind of stuff. We take so much in subconsciously, and folks underestimate the fuck out of that thing. But anyways.
Yeah. There's awake women out there, you guys. We're out here. We want to, support our brothers. In some cases, date our brothers. If you guys are out there, we have two lovely gentlemen here who are amazing brothers. Just putting it out there. ...
Cheers. Yeah. I'm not really on the market, but
Oh, sorry.
maybe presences. If
Okay. Good segue. Good segue from an awkward moment. I'm so sorry. That was
You're all
inappropriate
good,
of
yo.
me.
That's news to us, Derek. Let us know after the show.
If you want.
I said we're living through a scam, yeah. 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 Break down that walls like we got to unify. Differences between us make us beautiful and divine. Politicians, them, they use that difference to divide. I know who I am, my heart is in alignment. Standing up to the tyrants, don't need to live in confinement. Babylon crumbling before my eyes, I'm not surprised. Yet every breath I take in the oxygen, I'm optimizing. My health is my true wealth, and no vaccine will compromise it. Needles injecting into the ship, but they genetically modified. Installing the operating system, 5G comes online. The death by toxic chemicals and heavy metals ever make the headlines. Blame it on the virus which they never purified. That's right, because we're living through a scam, yeah. I said we're living through a scam, a scam. Said we're living through a scam, yeah. Said there's a new type of Nazi on the block. Political correctness is the branding on the flock. Operation Warp Speed coming with a vaccine. When them needles come at me, there's only one who takes a shot. Hey, I got the 12 gauge in the closet, 357 on my bedside. Block on my appendix, I'm athletic, train myself right. Contact tracers come at me, your medics won't be too psyched. Own this human body, self-defense, it is my birthright. Indoctrination from cradle to grave, I'm not living under a slave state. Figure that yet that the criminals can only rule you through religion and hate. Authority held in belief, a majority fear nothing more than a smirking conformity. Outnumber them, 1,001. Wake from your slumber, jump out till it's one, yes. Because we living through a scam, yeah, yeah. I said we living through a scam, a scam, a scam. Said we living through a scam, yeah. We will reclaim, we will reclaim, we will reclaim our sovereignty. We're growing stronger, we're growing stronger each day. We will reclaim, we will reclaim, we will reclaim our sovereignty. We're growing stronger, we're growing stronger each day. Election is selection, let the fraud get your attention. Every 4 years put a new puppet be thrown with no objection to aggression, no oppression or violent tax collection. True democracy is each individual making her own selections. 51 picking their own, at 49 that's my rule. Dialectics to distract us, even the fight is not cool. Time for us to each become the master of our destiny. Individual sovereignty is the way to free society. Rise up, take the power back, yo. Rise up and be the change you want to see. Rise up, your silence is compliance. Let your words shape your future destiny. Hey, rise up, a counter-attack, yo. Rise up and take a stand for love and peace. Rise up, there's no more playing small now. The time has come to choose to be free. Cause we're living through a scam, yeah, 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 yeah. And we not let no politician control. Said we're living through a scam, yeah, 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 yeah. We're free in our mind and in our hearts. Said we're living through a scam, yeah, 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 yeah. We practice self-ownership. I said we're living through a scam, yeah, 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 yeah. And you know Jah love always prevails in the end.
Shout out to Etienne on the One Great Work Network.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah. The both, yeah. Squared. Yeah. That was a dope trip. Yeah. I should have had a snippet of that for the last funnel conference, which was kind of like Humanity Rising, the whole Rise Up hook. It's like, damn it, I got to get more acclimated to these artists and stuff. I'm been more of a old hip hop head of just going listening through an entire album and like having certain things memorized or whatever, and even the sequences of how a song's laid out. And nowadays you don't see that as much. There's a lot of folks putting out singles and stuff, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm not used to just like following artists based off of just certain songs they made. It's more about like albums and like listening to these projects and all that stuff, which I'm sure. I'm not saying anything against Presence. I'm sure he has an album. I'm just saying like I've only like, especially the past like couple years, I'm just not in tune with just sitting back and listening to an album in its completeness, especially from folks putting out stuff within the past couple years. But I'm interested to see what I mean, Theo Luke's just dropped one. I definitely heard that whole thing in a proper
Yay.
setting and all that stuff. Conrad's gonna bust out with a new one as well for this Freedom Festival. But yeah, enough of my rambling and stuff. That was such a dope song.
Glad you liked it. What do you think, Theo?
Yeah, well, first off, to what you mentioned there, yeah, I think most artists are, even though like these days with all the digital modernization of things, I think still rather put out like traditional albums. I think this culture, this tradition of of the musicians putting out proper albums for their music. I think it's still going on, even with like some like one of those like those mumble rappers sometimes, like those like even they are putting out albums. So I'm saying, so it is going on. Maybe just Presence hasn't got a a proper project going on yet, but he's just super passionate about dropping those truth infused fire tracks out there to just to for the collective conscious to to blend those seeds in there and all that stuff. And that song Scam was dropped, I think, back in the Corona days, right? And it's a very nice kind of wake up song, like just kind of like good vibes, but wake the fuck up, government is slavery, like it's a scam and all that. So I appreciate this flip, of like bringing good vibes and infusing that with this truth information.
Yeah, you hit it on the nail. That's exactly why I love this song. Like you got this like reggae like light kind of vibe, like relaxing island vibe, and he's like talking about, defending himself with guns. Like we're peaceful here. Don't fuck around though. Just fuck around and find out, So, but otherwise we're peaceful. We just want peace. We just want to, in his case, play all the amazing instruments. He's so talented. He plays all those instruments. Um, I mean, I guess I do too, but like it's like I'm like a beginner in a bunch of stuff, Like I guess I could go back to violin, but anyway. I didn't realize he saved turtles. That's pretty cool, St. John.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it's seems I wouldn't say easier, but it seems more tempting to be a jack of many or all trades as opposed to just being a master to one or a couple type of thing, because it just takes so much discipline and time and patience with yourself and learning, refining, and and you could just tell that this brother has been refining his craft in musical arsenal of so much talent that he brings to what an aura of presence that he brings to the table, right? Hence the name Presence. Yeah, so much respect to him.
Yeah. Also, just like as a former 90s whatever teenager, I guess like I kind of was reminded of that kind of style of like reggae ska. I grew up with that stuff. 311. I almost said 9/11. Oh my gosh, 311. Um, anyway, got my got my guitar and my gun. Yeah, get 'em for sure. Yeah, self-defense principle and non-aggression principle, basically.
Fuck yeah. So we could go along the lines with another. It's like, damn, I could have done 2 mixes regarding like since the dawning of the Rona, the whole like scandemic mixtape type of shit, I could play a track that piggybacks off of this last track or something else.
Let's do something else.
All right. And while I look for that, is there anything else?
I can plug that we have a YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey. We're also on our personal channels. Sometimes if I remember to upload, honestly, sorry. And the SoundPath has a Facebook, Instagram, and we're trying to update those. We're active on Telegram the most. We have a great chat going there. So come check us out on Telegram. And yeah, we need help. We need volunteers. Even if it's just a like, subscribe, and share. Like that's helping us promote. Like to do the one great work is easy now. It can look like going on camera and making a presentation and so on and so forth. It can also look like making a song. It can also look like hitting the subscribe button, hitting the share button. Like that is all sending out that, like, you know, morphogenic field, that energy, you know? Was that a good filler?
Get that ripple effect really massive, not just like a little splash type of thing, Yeah, I feel you. And yeah, let's smooth it out. You've done 3, Theo 3, and this is the last one. So we're gonna go with yeah, something about growth from Harry Shada from like once again the UK. Is it a theme on my end? What's going on? Like wasn't planned out this way, but here we go, and here we are.
Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, think about where we've been.
I never been the type to chat nonsense. Some people grow, but you don't hear that in their content. I've always been the most honest up in my verses. Put my life up in the lines, it's all natural, show no content. Every time I'm in the booth, it's deep conversations. They tell me I look intense, but that's just my concentration. Contemplation's being focused on awards. Now I'm reading my sunny stories, I ain't even seen the nominations. Reading these bars I wrote before, some of them kinda cringy. Stars in my eyes, star in the hood, striding like I was Tinchy. Standing on stages, it feels like a dream, somebody pinch me. I came a long way from that little and spitting in Finchley. Always the little one, the youngest in the game. Now I'm the one guiding the youngest through the rain, while trying to maintain. Late night, riding on the train. I'm a different man, but my heart still beats the same. This is growth.
Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, think about where we've been. Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, think about where we've been.
Won't be the same without you, we will never be the same. Sometimes I sit and think of all you brought into this game. I still remember when I first met you in Bar Rumba. Blown away by your talent, your passion and your hunger. You was a one-off, I related to your energy. I need a whole mixtape to reel off all their memories. The maddest thing is when you left this earth, essentially I realized I never told you how much you meant to me. If a man dissed me, you wouldn't let that run, nah. I wanted you to be Uncle Sean to my son. You spat bars at my wedding, good vibes, you brought a ton to every setting that I see you in. All them shows that we done, you inspired me to go even harder when I was performing. Who brought the hype out of me? I put that down to storming. You taught me about courage, you taught me about hope. In your darkest times as a man, you taught me about growth. We miss you.
Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, think about where we've been. Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, think about where we've been.
A long way from home and the sky's black. Just made the last train, playing the hook back. In our darkest times we're searching for the cracks of the light, to give us reasons to fight, and that's why we look back. Just to remind us why we're fighting in the first place. 9th of March 2018, your birthday. I was growing but still holding on to immaturity. Now I see purity, I'm no longer in first place. My growth is not a choice, it's actually imperative. Implementing plans so I can leave behind some heritage. But more important is the lessons that you learn from watching me, so I can never show you anything you see as negative. There's nothing to compare it with, pure progression. Our little ones are looking to us for their life lessons. So if I'm coming with less aggression up in my session, that's a natural growth and appreciation of life's blessings.
Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, we're thinking about where we've been. Long way from home we are, not looking back, not looking back. So far to go now, we're thinking about where we've been.
That was cool. Shit, sorry, I didn't have a mic muted. Sorry if there was any background bullshit noises, but yeah, that was a cool track. I like that little, like beat in the background and everything. And I was kind of curious of what they're talking about as far as like not looking back from what exactly? Because if we're thinking about shadow work and that kind of stuff, we do have to kind of look back, not to be stuck in the past. No, it's to look back to the past to see our wrongdoings and all this stuff and how we've been kind of fucked over and all this stuff, and to course correct and heal those traumas and that kind of stuff as far back as you can remember, even in past lifetimes and all that stuff. So, but in the context of the song, I get what they're saying, type of thing. It's kind of like move on. Don't look back and be, having the past, drag you on. Like we're on to bigger and better things in a sense, and like trying to raise these seeds in the form of kids and all this stuff you saw at the end. So yeah, it's cool, pretty heart touching, warming, and voila.
Okay, yeah, I'll go. I know, Jerry, you want to switch up your placement in the reviews section, but anyway, yeah, cool track. Something different from you, Derek. Unexpected. That's cool. Yeah, I dig that drum and bass flip. Like yeah, I used to listen to a lot of drum and bass actually, and also like this style with singing on it and on all that. I think it's pretty chill music, kind of like it's kind of chill, but at the same time energizing. It's like it gets you moving. Like it's a good music to listen to while you're working, on the computer, right? It's yeah. I'm sure you agree with that. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like it's gets you moving and at the same time leveled, like calm, like I don't know. It's definitely good for that. Yeah. So that's my feel. I didn't get much of the lyrics. So I was doing some other things. I'm sorry, but yeah, you mentioned it's about shadow work and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. What's up, Jerry?
Yeah, the chat, there's a lot of great conversations happening. Um, the song was hard for me to hear. I'm kind of going through what this song is talking about, and I'm sort of looking at this idea of like looking back as, all the intergenerational trauma, immoral choices, unexamined childhood traumas, where spiritual children beget spiritual children for generations. And we are to be the generation to end that so that the next generation doesn't have to look back. And that's my spiritual battleground right now. And it's this song hurt in all the best possible ways. I'll say it that way.
Oh. Yeah, and this is quite a soft aside from this guy. He can go into that triple, quadruple time type of rapidness, rhyme scheme, and yeah. It's like he slowed it down over a fast beat, and it's just cool, that contrast as well. And yeah, it works out in a lot of ways. The video was really well done, even if it was quite simple. Just a guy just hanging out around nature and in some parks and stuff, and towards the end playing with this kid in the playground and all that stuff. Yeah, it's cool, and yeah, just him being him being like trying to be more self-aware of himself and where he's at, and the growth that he's had over the years, and yeah, paying homage to in that second verse with whatever friend that he lost and all that. That was a cool rhyme scheme of that as well. So yeah, respects and rest in peace to
Wow. I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now that are unrelated to the current song. Well, I guess they are kind of triggering certain things, and I don't really want to talk in public about what's been going on with me, but I will say that, yeah, Crazy Winfield saying there has to be trauma for a journey to have meaningful weight, learning how to learn.
Yeah, kind of with the aspects of friction and how that refines one to be that, diamond in the rough and whatever. Like coal needs to be pressurized for there to be a diamond formed from that and all that stuff. And it's not a pleasant feeling being, crushed and whatever, right? And then having to have that phoenix ascend from those, crumbs or ashes, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a protective mother aspect that can say, we don't want to crush them so young while they're in their formative years. You know what I mean? But the beast system has no mercy, and this is why we need to end slavery, and this is why we do these things. So to spare the next generations. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the Joe Morris song, I fought for you, right? That's what we're doing here. We're fighting for them, fighting for us, for everyone. We're fighting for humanity, for freedom, for truth. So, yeah, please support us. Like we mentioned earlier, we're struggling a little bit, with some aspects of this festival. So, we could really use any help we can get, even if it's just a like on a video, right? Like, people just forget that maybe the creators they're enjoying, they should at least support them a little bit. Like, it seems like only like what 1 to 5% of all viewers ever like a video, let alone comment, and all that is even way less than 1%.
Wow.
So it's just really shows the state of humanity. It's just disgusting. People just are taking everything for granted, kind of like that Maria West song, but on a different level, right? Kind of like not seeing the people for what they really are and what they're really doing. So for us to do this conscious festival is conscious music festival is to really ignite that spark in people to see that, to start to awaken to that, open that heart, that first eye, the heart, right? Like, as also Maria West might have referred to that as the second heart as well, right? Kind of, in a way. Anyway, not to make any assumptions, but anyway, you get my point. Like, it's the situation out there is definitely pretty bleak, especially what you're referring to, Jerry, with the whole system. You had a conversation with me, so I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's hella fucked up. Like, you guys don't even know what she's going through. Like, she cannot share the information obviously publicly, but we could really use any help we can get. If you have any care at all about anything that we're talking about, like, forget about us, like truth, like love, freedom. Do you care about that even a little bit? Like, what are we asking for? Like a little share on your social media for this festival? Like, that's like almost zero effort from you, yet it will help us a lot and will help everyone a lot. So,
and it's free.
Yep, and we've been working since, I feel like, in earnest since like March, April, and we're not getting paid for all the freaking work we're doing, so it's like, oh, so many. Meg has been amazing with the outreach, especially, and the video editing of reels and designing of um, visuals. And just like you, Derek, you've been doing all the beautiful artwork, I would say level work that you do. Um, thank you. I love you too. I love you guys. You guys are all awesome. Very glad to be part of this community. We are a community. We're like real ass people here, having real ass friendships.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's been a good session, y'all. Thanks so much for coming through. if anyone wants to hop on to the next one, next week it'll probably be Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, or Friday. We'll figure it out within the week, but yeah, more than welcome to subscribe to, I mean, obviously the SoundPath YouTube channel, but also the Telegram group chat where we're constantly throwing out updates and all this stuff. You know, St. John, he just threw out, a plethora of some, promo videos and stuff, which what I showed in the intro of this, and yeah, there's going to be more to come, and yeah, it's really cool to see the collaborations with creations, and yeah, with these conscious conversations, and obviously showcasing some great music as well. So keep it groovy, y'all.
Hey. Should we play the promo again just to bookend it? Because John worked. Oh, we can't. All right, we gotta go. All right, I was
gonna play something else of a.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ooh, we can. Just one shout out. Yeah, much love, brother. Thank you, John. Yeah, real talk. And yeah, like people can say, like, well, no one asked for this. Well, deep down in your soul, like, think about it. How much whack-ass motherfucking bullshit music is out there on the radio waves, infesting the eardrums of so many people and dumbing them the fuck down? We're trying to flip the fucking script on that, literally and lyrically, or melodically as well. So, what the fuck is good, y'all? Anyways, keep it beautiful, like that conscious woman out there in Spain. And she just dropped a cool 1-minute video promo, which we're trying to get all the artists to do.
Yes.
Whoa, Jerry, you got to say something about that. You sound happy.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Is that what you're going to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that makes sense. I'm so glad you made that decision. Sorry.
Thanks, but it kind of ruins the surprise. Although there isn't really much of a surprise at this point, but yeah.
Oh.
Just fucking around.
Oh, shit. I'm a little hot stoned. Yeah.
We all are, I think, right? Just kidding. We're going to end out this session on this cool little submission from Beautiful. I don't know how you pronounce that in Spanish or whatever,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Beautiful.
One of the women that who's going to be in this festival, and we showed that really cool music video earlier. So yeah, see what she's got to say.
Hi guys, I'm Bea. Bea the Fool is my AKA. I'm from Spain and I'm here to welcome you to my performance in the SoundPath to Freedom Festival. I will be singing Spanish rap and I would like to give you 3 reasons why you should come to hear me. First of all, it doesn't matter if you are a Spanish speaker or not, because the music I do is so powerful, so you will feel the message. Second one, I encourage in my blood the roots of hip-hop movement. I compose for freedom, and that's the core of the discipline. And for the last one, if you have the privilege to understand the lyrics, your mind is gonna blow up from how I play with words and flow.